Hello, this is week 3, I think. Yeah, something like that. I think this is the first game. Yeah, this opponent also did not save the game that he won, so there's only 2 replays. But this is week 3 of the Blunder Tournament. I'm fairly certain this game comes first chronologically. I think this is game 1, and then I lost game 2, and then I beat him game 3. So, yeah, let me switch sides actually. Okay, reset. Cool. So, he leads off with Gardevoir. Gardevoir would be scary, but I have 3 Steel types, and a Bulu, and a Gardevoir, and a Tornadus. And that's my whole team, so Gardevoir is not scary. Okay, I go Tran. He has Focus Splash, which will do, like, a lot, but... yeah, I think I Wisp here. No. Does this team even have Wisp? I don't know. Okay, I go Tornadus, so I can defog, or it's just a really solid Landers check. He is Pressure Zapdos, which is really nice because it allows me to U-turn without having to risk getting paralyzed. I can go back into Heatran. I believe I Willows the Zapdos just to get residual damage for my Grass Spam to win. Yeah. And I think I double Wisp here actually, or I Protect. Yeah, I Protect because he's obviously in for the long haul with the Zapdos. I'm going to turn this music down. Okay, so he goes for Discharge again, but I don't really want to risk getting my Heatran paralyzed, and Magnezone isn't doing much this game anyway. So I'm scouting for the Heat Wave here, but he just goes for Roost, which is kind of interesting to me, but yeah. Also, it's Pressure Zapdos, so I don't really want to risk losing PP with my Heatran. He goes for Spikes with his Gren, and he is Protean. So that leads me to believe that it's Choice Scarfed. But I just go into Torn here, so I can defog if he tries to go for another Spike. I U-turn on the Zapdos, go into Magnezone as he discharges. And he Roosts as I go for Flash Cannon. So I don't know if he's Heat Wave or not. Like this whole time I'm wondering if he's Heat Wave Zapdos because he hasn't shown it yet. I go Boo as he goes Volcarona. He Quiver Dances, and I say RIP, well played, so he doesn't switch out. But then I go for the Continental Crush and take him out, so that's pretty hilarious. He goes Gren, which leads me to believe he's going for Ice Beam or Gunk Shot, but he goes for U-turn. So he has U-turn and Spikes, and he has to have Ice Beam. So his last move is Gunk Shot, Rock Slide, or Low Kick, presumably. I get the Wisp off on his Lando, which is really nice, because now this Earthquake isn't going to be doing anything. Oh, I switch out. Never mind. So it literally doesn't do anything, because I'm immune to it. I can go for the defog here, get rid of all of these hazards. As he goes for U-turn, takes some Rocky Helmet damage, and he goes Gardevoir, so I can get another 25-26% off. Going to Landers, because it's not really doing much else this game, and also I figured he'd predict my Heatran switch in, and go for the Focus Blast. So I double into Heatran, expecting him to go Zapdos, but Bulu works too. I missed the Will-O-Wisp on the Greninja, but that's fine, because I know he's Choice Scarf. So, okay, yeah, he's trapped now. So, I think I go Torn so that he dies to burn as I get the defog off, I believe. No, 2, 3 more turns, something like that. Yeah, I get the defog off because I really don't want hazards. I get the U-turn crit. The crit didn't really matter too much. I expect to go for a Hyper Voice, but he actually calls me out and goes for the Focus Blast, which is a really well played turn for him. I get the Protect off to get a little bit more leftovers, and then I believe I go Tornadus because I know I can take a Hyper Voice. He misses the Focus Blast, doesn't really matter too much because the U-turn is free, especially considering he's Pressure over Static on his Zapdos. I go back into Landers, because I don't know if he's Heat Wave or Hidden Power Ice as the last move on Zapdos. I haven't been able to call it out yet. But he decides not to go for Hidden Power Ice if he is Hidden Power Ice. I get my Stealth Rocks up because I'm just trying to find out what his set is, right? He goes for Hidden Power Ice with his Landers. I am max speed Tapu Bulu, so, okay, I go Kartana as he goes Zapdos. Interesting play for me. I think I knock off as he Roost. No, I just Leaf Blade and don't kill. Okay. So, I believe I go Magnezone here, just to kind of let it go down. No, I go Bulu as he Roost. I think this is where he finally shows that he's Heat Wave. As I get the Stone Edge off, he defogs. So he's Discharge, Defog, Roost, and I still haven't been able to find out his last move. I go Landorus, expecting his Landorus to come in. He goes Tapu Bulu, that's fine. I go Heatran here, as he gets up a Leech Seed, which is interesting, but yeah. So then I double into my Landorus I double to get the Intimidate off, and he goes for the Super Power. So he's -2 attack. I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rock, I believe. Yeah, just to pressure Zapdos a little bit if it didn't switch in, but because it did, it's going to be forced to defog one turn. I go for the Earthquake expecting him to Roost, but there's grassy terrain up, so it didn't really matter. I go for the Hidden Power Ice here, I believe, because I don't expect him to Roost again. And then, yeah, I think I Stealth Rock here. I don't Earthquake, right? Yeah. And because I have 40 speed on my defensive Landers, it outspeeds most other defensive Landerses, as you can see here. Because most run, like, at most 24. So, I speed creep the speed creeping Landerses. I think I Earthquake here. No, I expected him to finally reveal his last move or defog, but he just doesn't. Yeah, the game is looking very much in my favor at this point. He finally reveals the Heat Wave, which would have done really well against my team. I'm not sure why he didn't use it earlier. Like, he could have KO'd my Kartana. He could have done a lot. That Earthquake only does 46, so it's a very defensive Zapdos. I get my Rocks up so that he'll be pressured into using Defog as I go for the U-turn, I believe. Yeah, get a nice 5% off. I go Tapu Bulu so I can Swords Dance and Stone Edge. Yeah, I Swords Dance up as he goes for the Heat Wave. He doesn't burn me, which is very nice. And he goes Tapu Bulu here. And because I'm so fast, I'm max speed Jolly. I know I can go for the Horn Leech here, and since he's defensive Tapu Bulu, even if he lived that hit, he wouldn't have been able to take me out anyway. And I know he's going for the Ice move, or some kind of Poison move. He does freeze me here, but in the end it doesn't really matter. And you're gonna see he makes like a really solid comeback here, because I let my Magnezone go down here. Look how weak my team is to Ice now. He goes Zapdos here. I go for the knockoff, predicting his Zapdos, so I can get more damage over time with Burn, because leftovers would cancel that out. And I really need to keep my Heatran alive here, but I don't. Well, I do, but I'm letting it get weakened, and I really shouldn't. Yeah, he even crits me here, but I thaw out, which is fine. I expected him to Roost. I'm not sure why. But I can go for the Protect here, fortunately. I get some leftovers health back. I go for the Magma Storm. And then I believe I'm thinking of a different game then, I believe. No, this is the right game. Okay. Yeah. Look how weak I am to Choice Scarf Greninja now. Yep, and it's all healed up now. So he Ice Beams the Landorus. I go Bulu to try to do some damage to it. I go down. I go Heatran. and this is why I went Bulu, so I could get the grassy terrain plus leftovers health. And this Ice Beam is doing nothing, because I'm a Heat Rain, obviously, so even though I'm getting fully paralyzed a couple times, it doesn't really matter, because I'm gaining so much health per turn. The leftovers make up the damage that I take from Ice Beam for that turn, and then the grassy terrain makes up an additional 16th of my health or something, I don't even know. So yeah, at this point, he's going to run out of PP before Ice Beam can kill me, because it's doing 6% at most. And I keep getting fully paralyzed, which kind of sucks, but yeah, he forfeits because he's going to lose in the end. Yeah, that's game 1. He played pretty well. His Gardevoir it would have broken more holes, but there were a lot of 50-50s that had to win. Okay, on to the next game. Oh yeah, also for this game, he should have abused Zapdos' Heat Wave more, but yeah. So, I remember now, this was the first game. This is the third game. In between this, the second game, he had like a very similar team with Roserade. I don't remember if he had a Mega Altaria, but yeah. He had a very similar team, and he beat me. Because I don't know, he just... I don't know, I just got outplayed, and it was a bad matchup, and yeah. So, he takes out my Medicham because I get a low roll with Ice Punch, and it kind of sucks, but I can Swords Dance here with Kartana and get at least 1 kill. If he didn't have Gran, I would have just won, but it's fine. So I know he's Protein Greninja, and I figured he'd be Choice Scarf because of that, so I stay in and go for the Synthesis. And this allows me to go for the Fightinium Z and Oko his Magearna because I'm at +3. Okay, so I'm assuming he's gonna go for the Ice Beam now. And then I expect him to go into Altaria or Mew, so I just get my Stealth Rocks up, and then I expect the Earth Power / Earthquake, but he just goes for the Defog. And Greninja gets to throw out a free Dark Pulse. This is Ash Greninja. So I get another Dark Pulse off, I crit him, and that doesn't really matter too much, but it kind of just... it makes the game shorter, but the result would have been the same. Okay, so he goes Roserade. I'm gonna go Heat Ran, I believe. I go Kartana. Okay. So I double back into Feeny, expecting him to Dragon Dance or something, because Feeny really needs to be healthy to help check the Altaria. I Dark Pulse the Mew, and that allows me to get my Battle Bond off. Oh wait, I think I lose this game. Okay. So he goes Roserade as I go Kartana. What? He goes Altaria here as I Sacred Sword. I go into Feeny as he Roosts. And I Moonblast here. I get a nice crit on the Roserade. I go Kartana here as he Sleep Powders. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do that. Okay, so I Swords Dance. Didn't him to be Scarf, I guess? No, I Swords Dance because he was Life Orb, and I wanted him to kill me. Yeah. Okay, so I go for the Water Shuriken there. He crits my Tapu Fini and wins because of it. I remember now. Yeah, so I get the Moonblast off. Get the special attack drop. He crits me. And I should have gone Greninja here. But I didn't. And because... Oh wait, no, he didn't crit me. I just lost. Okay, he crits my Landorus. No, what am I thinking? What? That was the game 2 that he crit me with Altaria. Yeah, I'm very confused. I just remember getting crit and losing. Okay, so... yeah, Landorus took the +1 hit and 2 KO. That was week 3, I believe. So, yeah, we're in round 4 now, which is very nice. Or did I compete in round 4? I don't remember, guys. I competed in round 4. Yeah, because this was a week ago. Or did they private it? Oh, he privated it. That's gonna be a new episode. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.